Hello everyone, today I'm back with another unboxing. This time it's The Art of Persona 5. This one is actually published by Prima Games. They usually are more well known for their strategy guides, so this is my very first time buying an art book from them. Unfortunately, unlike the previous video that I made for the Art of Overwatch, this one is not a hard cover book. Instead, it's printed on a soft cover, and yeah, I mean, from a really quick glance of it, the paper is not as thick as some of the other art books that I own, which is a little bit disappointing considering how great the art for this game is. But anyways, let's just open it to see what we can find out. By the way, since it's raining today, I guess it was really the perfect timing to have an unboxing of this game in particular, since so much of the time it's really raining. And for those who don't know, this is the track that plays in the background when usually the winter season rolls around. So as we can see, the art book has a nice sleeve. On the inside we have some of the characters like Anne, Makoto, Futaba, and Morgana. And if I recall correctly, actually this is the exact same art from the Steelbook that was released for the PS4, and I believe it was also included in the limited edition. I'm just gonna get this a little bit closer. By the way, the weight of the book is actually quite heavy too, despite not being a hardcover one. So here we can see Joker with our son in the cover. So it looks like it's separated in illustrations for publicity, then the main characters, side characters, and some world building. So let's get to it. And also, this is a nice shot of the Phantom Thieves, even though some of the detail gets lost in the middle. I really don't like when that happens. Publicity Illustrations. This is one of the art that was used for the back of the box of the game. And if I recall correctly, it was a speed paint from the art director. And that's the regular box art of the game. Joker and Goro. Some more Joker action. Suejima's style is really mesmerizing. I really like his style for Persona 3, 4, and now 5. So here are our main characters: Joker, Ryuji, Yusuke, Makoto, Futaba, Morgana, Anne, and Haru. The protagonist. Here we have a little bit of commentary on the inception of the characters, even for the different personas. And this is our son, the starting persona of the protagonist. These are the eye catches for the all-out attacks. And these are the gorgeous menu screens from the game. The loading screens. Yeah, this is a funny one. Well, he's really awesomely designed. I gotta admit that I'm a little bit bummed that we never got the option of a female protagonist like in Persona 3 Portable. I think that's one of the coolest things ever that Atlus has ever done. And some concept art. Actually, this is one of the parts that I like the most about art books, to have a little look into the evolution progress of the designs. Now it's Ryuji's time. Yeah, it looks like this book will have plenty of commentary on the design process of each character, which is very nice. But these are things that I really don't like in art books, when so much detail just gets lost in the crease of the pages. That's not well designed at all. It wouldn't have hurt to just move this image completely to be on a single page. Captain Kidd, once again with some of his code lost in the crease of the page. His Arcana card. And lots of close-ups. Ryuji's a pretty stylish character, that's for sure. And Morgana. I cannot look at this cat and not hear it telling me to go to sleep. And some of Soros art, concept art, once again lost in the middle of the pages. That's a cute cat. Here we can see lots of doodles and Morgana's cat bus form. A lot of these ultimate personas I'm seeing for the first time, because unfortunately I couldn't really max out every single confidant on my playthrough. DLC. I wonder what there was. Maybe something that I missed. Carmen is by far one of the coolest new personas in the game. I really liked her design. Oh, and this is something that I haven't mentioned either. The confidence screens were super stylish. But again, everything in this game was very stylized. For those of you who liked character close-ups, well, you're definitely gonna get your fill of that. Interesting. That's a very mature design for an. Some of her alternate Phantom Thieves concepts. Yusuke. Yusuke was a really fun character for sure. Once again, well, in this case, actually, not much of his art was lost. Actually, in this case, everything is entirely contained in the page. But it's a bit jarring to see this tiny text on top and just lots of wasted space. It's doesn't really look very good in my opinion. And Goemon here, yeah, there's a lot of how can I put it, very poor thinking in terms of layout when you have the text at the top, the design in the middle with some of it getting lost here, and the tiny commentary here. Even if they wanted to save some space, I guess they could have just moved the commentary here and put the entire picture there. Like I wouldn't have missed, having lost some of the detail in the weapon, but I really would like to see more of the detail in the character itself. Yeah, once again, lots of white. I mean, not everything has to be crammed with pictures, but it just seems very inconsistent. You see, this is well done here. For example, we get the entire picture in one page, pictures that take out a good percentage of the page as well. So some pages are really well laid out, while others are very poorly done. And Makoto. Oh, this pains me to see. Look at how much detail is lost in Johanna by having placed her over there. It doesn't look like a motorbike, it looks like a tiny scooter. Justice prevailed. Yeah, I guess Johanna's design definitely involved a lot of mecha inspiration. Yeah, this is really awesome stuff to see. I found that the upgrade for Johanna was okay, but the original design was super sleek. And it's Futaba's turn. Yeah, this case, for example, is not so bad. We lose a little bit of detail on the foot, but everything else we can see more or less clearly. But once again, the ball is dropped heavily. Even if I try to spread this book as wide as I can, it's impossible to have a good look at the entire persona in this case. I had forgotten about that. Yeah, these sketches are nice for sure. Haru. She was also a really fun character from the party. Yeah, that head of that axe looks completely detached from the handle. That's not a good look at all. My lady. Just for a little bit of context, for example, that heart is supposed to say adieu. Like, just take a quick look at how much text is lost due to how this book was, put together. Haru's hairstyle is a very, very controversial topic, I guess. There's lots of people who really like their hair the way she is. But honestly, like, had she had her hair like this in the game, I think, I don't know. At first sight, she would have been definitely more eye-catching. It seemed that she kind of like stayed in the back for like most of the game, really, since she was also introduced so late. But I don't want to spoil much of the game, although I guess that if you're here, hopefully you have already played it. If not, you should definitely play it. It's a really good game. Akechi. Robin Hood was like a JoJo stunt, honestly. Like, the design was super buff. Nice. That's actually a really cool design for Akechi. Not that I don't like his design now, but yeah, I actually would have liked that much better. Side characters. Well, this page is pretty much a spoiler of sorts, so yeah, I'm just gonna put that in the description. You should definitely play the game before even considering getting this book. Mr. Sojiro. That is such a baller outfit for him. I honestly love that outfit of his. Tihaya. The Wardens. Iwai. Oh, that's very scary. I kind of wish they would have gone with this design. I guess it's a little bit more realistic. Not that his design already is, but sometimes he seemed to be kind of like way too nice for his character. And Takemi. Sometimes you can tell how well a character is designed just by looking at that silhouette alone. You can tell that it's her. And I'm pretty sure if I saw that image on its own, completely unrelated to this book, I would still guess that that's Takemi. And Kawakami. Oh wow. That's actually a really cool concept art for her. Completely different from what we got. And oh yeah. Well, she definitely went through some big transformation, huh? And Shinya with his meme hat I see that hat photoshopped in a lot of Persona pictures now. And Hifumi, she was by far one of my favorite characters in the game, and I wish she had been part of the Phantom Thieves, and I believe at some point she was considered to be part of the main cast of characters, but unfortunately never happened. Hopefully they include her in the imminent re-release of the game. Mishima. No good Tora, huh? Man. Yeah, Sai was a really cool character. Huh. I don't remember this part much. Oh, was this supposed to be her shadow form? I actually like that much better. Well, I guess that with the casino theme you would have had to go the way you went. But those designs are all equally awesome. Oh, I guess that we already started with the antagonists. So, yep, everything in this book is spoiler territory already. Nadarame. His palace was one of my favorites. Kaneshiro. Huh. Yeah, I guess that technically she was the antagonist of that palace. Okumura. I wish we had had some concept art of the palaces themselves. I wonder if we're gonna get some at the end of the book. Shido. I guess we're not seeing much of that problem anymore with the art getting lost in the middle of the page. I guess that was mostly happening for the big Persona art that was included for the Phantom Thieves. And here is where we enter full-on JRPG territory. So now we are on to the side characters. Yeah, I gotta say that even though it's nice to include a little blurb for every side characters, the information is not that much in depth really. It's just a tiny footnote really. So I guess this is the last part, the world of Persona 5. Oh, that's cool. This is the complete map of the places you can go or you end up visiting throughout the course of the game. Oh, this is nice. This is the full mementos. And that's the skyline by far. Yeah, I should make that my wallpaper. It's a really nice picture. The different locations. In-game props. Right. There's a tiny picture of Sayuri up there. Now that's actually quite odd that, at least on use case section, they wouldn't include that. Don't remember the unused concept. That's why. Yeah, here we're seeing a little bit of a glimpse of the palaces. Sketches, uniforms. Yeah, here are they trying to come up with masks for the... That's an interesting clown Ryuji. I guess they weren't subtle enough with making him kind of like a joke character, so they gave him a red nose. Some more concept art. Yeah, this is very, very early concept art for the game. Character sketches. Yeah, I mean, this is a very long book, considering the amount of time that it took to develop the game. Oh, I remember this part. That was quite nice. So it's only fair to... This is just probably a small fraction of the amount of work that was put into making this game. And that's the cover progression on how we ended up with the box art that we ended up with. And there's the credits. So, everything all said and done, I guess that while I do like Shigenori Soejima's art very, very much, and I really like the work that he did for this game for sure, I feel a little bit let down by the quality of it. I understand that not every book can really be made hardcover, but for its size, this feels kind of made on the cheap end, really. And you do get a lot of artwork. I mean, this is like every single page out of this, you'll have something to look at. It's not just text. So for those of you who are looking to mostly gaze at the pictures in awe, it's definitely a good book. But compared to the design works that were put out by Udon Entertainment for Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 4 Arena, I find a little bit lacking on the whole comments part from the creators. There's usually there's only so much information that you can get out of looking at a single picture, and I feel that maybe in this case Prima Games, or who knows, maybe some other entity just wanted to concentrate more on the pictures themselves rather than the actual commentary, which is fair, but I personally find that it doesn't really live up to a potential book that this game could have. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't have mind at all had this been split in two, given the size of this book, and maybe made it a bit more higher quality and made sure that none of the art was lost in the middle of the pages. That would have been a really better call to make, in my opinion, but I just guess that that's the way it is, or at least for North America. Oh, and the song is over. I guess that this has gone on for quite some time. So yeah, my closing remarks are really that the book is good value, I guess, if you consider the amount of art that you get for the money that you're paying. in terms of the quality of the book itself, I wouldn't say that it's the best I've ever owned. There's plenty of other books that have put out a much higher quality, for not just because they're hardcover, but the pages themselves, and also on how careful the layout is made. So if you can get a really good deal for this book, I believe I paid around half of the price just because I pre-ordered many months ago during a sale. I'd say go for it, especially if you really are into Persona, or really like just Soejima's art. There's definitely something for everyone here. All of the characters, like at least the main characters, are represented more or less equally. So I'd say that if you can find a good price for it, go for this book. I don't regret my purchase at all. Having said that, though, I wouldn't really recommend paying full price for it, just because I believe that, I haven't really checked, but it's closer to $50 right now. And for that price, you can find plenty of other art books in the market that deliver a much better presentation and quality of the pages they contain. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching my video, and see you next time.